or should I rather say Gamma. Today's video is going to be about Georgia. You probably know that from the title, but I'm still going to say it. And I chose Georgia because it's Genie Eurovision, and from when this video is uploaded in 2 weeks or something, as of now, it's in a month, a little less than a month, but it's getting hosted in Georgia. And my friend asked me to do one about Sweden, but I think 2 Nordic countries in one go is one too many Nordic countries, right? So maybe I'll do Sweden next. Yeah, I'll probably do Sweden next. I think Sweden would be a nice one as well. But I have one more thing to say, is that if I pronounce anything wrong, I'm sorry. My Georgian's not the best, I know. I did try to watch a few pronunciation videos, because after what happened with Iceland, I'm very sorry to Iceland, because it was my pronunciation was horrible. But yeah, okay. First we'll do mountains. I also put the Georgian flag here so that you never forget which country we are doing. But anyway, mountains. I chose mountains because Georgia lies in the Caucasus region of Europe or Asia, kind of split, right? And there's the Caucasus mountain range there, which is pretty famous, I think. And so we'll do mountains. The first mountain, which is the tallest one as well, is called Shakhara, and it stands at 5,193 meters, and it's located in the Caucasus mountain range on the Georgia-Russia border. It is about 88 kilometers north of Kutaisi, which is a Georgian city. The second tallest one is the Janga mountain, and it stands at 5,051 meters tall, and it's located on the border between Georgia and Russia again, within the central part of the Greater Caucasus mountain range. Most of these mountains, well, all 3 of these mountains will be in the Caucasus range, near on the border of Georgia and Russia. The third tallest is the Kazbek mountain, and it's 5,047 meters tall, so not that much shorter than the Janga mountain, and it is also on the border of Georgia and Russia in the Caucasus mountain range. Now let's move on to national parks, because Georgia has a lot of them as well. And the biggest one is called the Borjomi Karagauli National Park, and it's located in the central part of Georgia. Its total area is 107,083 hectares, big, which is more than 1% of Georgia's territory, which is very, very large. The second largest is the Tusheti National Park, and it's on the East Caucasus Mountains, and it is around 900 to 48,000 meters above sea level, and its total area is 83,007 hectares big. I don't know what to say, wide or big, but that's also very big. The third largest is the Kolkheti National Park. It is on the Black Sea coast, and it is near Lake Palyastomi. Its total area is 44,308 hectares big. That's also very big, so all 3 of those are pretty big ones. Now let's move on to water systems and seas. So Georgia has a coastline with the Black Sea. Now let's move on to rivers. The largest river, the longest one, is the Mitkvari River, and it originates in northeastern Turkey, and it goes through Georgia, enters Azerbaijan, ended in the Caspian Sea. In Georgia, it also runs through Tbilisi, which is the capital. The second longest is the Alazani River, and it originates in the Greater Caucasus Mountains, and in Georgia, it's located in eastern Georgia, flowing through the Kakheti region. And the last one is Lioni, which is the main river of the western Georgia, and it originates also in the Caucasus Mountains. Next, I'll move on to the weather in Georgia, and I drew this table out in my notebook. I don't want to read out all of it, so I'll probably put an image somewhere here. But it's not that terribly cold in Georgia, but it's also it gets quite warm. It's the warmest in July, which is 31.2 degrees, which is quite hot, honestly. Now let's move on to natural hazards, because yes, Georgia has a few of those. The natural hazards in Georgia are earthquakes, floods, and landslides. Earthquakes are most frequent in the Jaraketi region along the Greater Caucasus region. Floods happen in many regions due to heavy rainfall, proximity to rivers, and mountainous terrain. Major areas that have lots of floods are Tbilisi, western Georgia, eastern Georgia, and river valleys. So a lot of places. Landslides also happen in Georgia, and they mostly happen in the Raksha region, Tbilisi, and Guri Dam region, and the Adjara region. Now let's move on to environmental geography. This part won't be too long because I don't have a lot for environmental geography, but natural resources that Georgia has are forests, and fun fact, Georgia produces lots of timber, and there's a lot of benefits to forests that include clean water and habitats for wildlife. Georgia also has lots of minerals and stones. Another fun fact, Georgia is the leading producer of kaolin, which is a clay. It's used in industries like paper and ceramics. Georgia also has other minerals like barite, dimension stone, and feldspar. Georgia is also quite the agricultural country. It has millions of acres of farmland, particularly in the southern and middle regions of Georgia. So not really around Tbilisi, because Tbilisi is more southern. Now for pollution, generally it's considered to be quite poor in Georgia because the average yearly levels are around 3 times higher than the World Health Organization guideline suggests. So that's not very good. Now we're moving on to my favorite part, which is human geography. I really like human geography, and we'll start with culture. Culture includes language, art, music, flags. It also includes literature and a lot of other things, but I will only cover those main 4 because I think that's some of the most important part of a country. I did the same with Iceland as well. First we'll start with language, and somewhere here on screen will appear the Georgian alphabet, and Georgian is a very unique language because the script is completely different, and it is spoken by around 45 million people worldwide. It's part of the Kartvelian language family, and the script is called the Mekhedruli and has 33 letters and no capitals, which is very interesting actually. Georgian has many dialects, like Standard Georgian, which is the most widely used. Georgian also has some loanwords from Arabic, Turkic, and Greek and Russian, because it was part of the Soviet Union. That's where I guess the Russian came from. But Georgian is a very unique language. It looks very nice as well. The letters they flow very nicely on a page. I would really like to see cursive in Georgian. I think it looked very nice. Now moving on to art. Art is also a very interesting part of a country's culture. So in this part we will cover 3 very famous Georgian artists. So I think they're very famous. The first one is Nico Pirosmani. He was born in 1826 and died in 1918. He was known for using vibrant colours, and he depicted everyday life, animals, and folk celebrations. Three of the paintings that I could find for him that he drew were the actress Marguerite, the Banquet of Five Princesses, and Deer drinking from a stream. The next artist is called Elena Akveldiani. She was born in 1898 and she died in 1975. She used to be a drawing teacher in primary schools from 1918 to 1920, so 2 years. And she studied in like a lot of different places. Like when I was reading about it was like Italy, and like I can only remember Italy, but there was other places as well. So she studied in many places. Sadly, I couldn't find any names of the paintings. So if anyone knows any, like please tell me. But I'll put up like 3 here because I found the paintings, I just couldn't find their names, which was quite sad, honestly. And the last artist I will speak about today is David Kakabadze. He was born in 1889 and he died in 1952. He was known for his art that blended European modernism with Georgian traditions. I did find some of his paintings, so here is the Red Mountain, here is the industrial landscape, and here's sailboats. I found many, but I just picked the ones that I thought were the best. I just chose my favorite ones. Now let's move on to music. First we'll do the national anthem, after we'll do Eurovision. So the national anthem is called the Tavissupleba. The lyrics are by Dawid Magradze. It's composed by Zakaria Paliashvili and also Joseb Ketchkamodze. I'll put the names here so you can see them because I just made I pronounced them horribly. The national anthem was adopted in 2004, April 23rd. I will now play a little clip of it here if I find it. Now let's go on to Eurovision. Georgia participated 18 times in the adult Eurovision. I don't know about junior Eurovision. It had no wins in the adult one. It had 4 in the junior one. It never held for the adult Eurovision. It is holding. It has held for for the junior Eurovision. It's holding this year actually. And I think it held once as well, but I can't remember. And the first participation that they had was a song called Visionary Dream by Sofo in 2007. And I'll play a little bit of it now. Georgia got the most points with a song called Shine by Sophia Nies-Hadzler. It had 136 points, and it was in 2010. This song was.
Shine, shine like the stars in the sky. Wipe the dust of your love, let it shine.
Now let's move on to the flag. It was adopted in 2004, and the red cross, the big one here, represents Saint George, Georgia's patron saint. The smaller red crosses, so there's 4 of them on this one, there, also represent Saint George. But the smaller crosses are called the Blonur Katsukuri, also known as the Georgian crosses. I think this flag is a very nice flag. It's very simple and it's nice as well. Like, I could draw this one, but I printed this off. I think it looks very nice though. Now that the flag's back on the wall, we will, I'll speak about the last part of this video, which is urban, so cities. I will talk about the, 3 biggest cities in Georgia. I don't know population-wise if they are, but I think so as well. The first one is Tbilisi, which is also the capital of Georgia, and its population is around 1.33 million as of 2024. I found many sources saying otherwise. I found some that was saying 1.83 million. So this is just the one I found and the one I put in here. But if this is untrue, then please do correct me. And it's located in the South Caucasus region in Georgia, so southern Georgia basically. And the next one is Batumi, and its population is around 187,000 as of 2025. I don't know if it's accurate. I just found this one. I also found, for the populations in Georgia, I found many different things saying different numbers. But Batumi is located on the eastern coast of the Black Sea. So it's probably pretty northern or middle, northern middle area. I don't exactly know. And the last city is Kutaisi. Its population is roughly 1,203,000. It's located in the Imereti region on the banks of the Lioni River. We've covered the Lioni River as well, so you should know something about it. And this concludes the video. I'm sorry if I pronounced anything wrong. I did watch a few pronunciation videos, but I know that doesn't make me a Georgian expert. I'm also very sorry about the pronunciation in Iceland's video, because that was horrible as well. But I have one thing I'd like to show you guys. And the thing I want to show you is this map, where I already labeled Iceland on, because I didn't do this last video. I just thought of the idea a few weeks ago. But it's basically a map of the world, as you can tell, all the countries. You can't see the country outlines on, wait, can you see it? I don't know. But you can't really see it, but there's country outlines on it as well. And each time I'll do another country, I'll label it with a flag on the map. So I'll add Georgia on, and I'll show you in a minute. There we go. It's on the map. It does have, I did put it on a little bit weird, because Georgia's a very small country to this map. It's tiny. On my map, it's a lot bigger than this, but this is also a little map. But now we will continue filling this up until I hope that I can fill the whole world map up of just flags. I think it looks pretty cool. Thank you for watching this video. I think I've said this 4 times or something, but I'm sorry for the pronunciation. yeah, that's about it. There'll be a video on the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. I don't exactly know when. It might be like the 20th, but I don't know. And there'll also be a Christmas video on the 24th, because I think the 24th is a better time to put on a Christmas video than the 25th. So, bye bye.